Right, you're welcome. So we're going to move from this. This is what we're going to have. All right, so now you're not subscribed to the channel, make sure you hit the subscribe button, like the video if you like what you want to see. Let's get started. So the first thing, now these designs, they are in my course, so you can check the description to get the link to the course. All right, you can see a lot of design here. So let's just get started. So click the default setting. If you don't have this application, you can check the screen as well for the video that leads to where you can get it. So in the background editing tool, instead of choosing a color for the background, we are choosing an image, and this is the image we are going to use. Now if you don't have this, now the video is moving around, or check the description as well, you get the video to where you will see this. All right, these are some of the templates that designers put up there, and I've made a collection for you. All right, so the other thing to do is to just click the plus sign and the sticker. This is just to represent the logo of the brand, so you can really if the person has a logo, fine, you can use the person's logo by clicking the plus sign and from gallery instead. So we're going to name this let's say Obina Fashion House. All right, so let's say Obina what am I writing? Obina Fashion House is what we're going to name it. All right, so now make sure you follow this step by step and get the templates, and once someone gives you something, just try and see how you can make it fit into this template. All right, especially if the services are not up to that, then you can probably cover up the number of services, and then try bringing out the ticks from the beginning. All right, so now let's continue. So I'm going to copy this and use that as my headline. All right, so what if the headline is bigger than that, or lesser than, or kind of, yeah, lesser than that? All right, you can as well maybe reduce the size or see how that can fit in. If this particular template doesn't fit in, you can check out other ones. All right, so you can see the font I picked there. If you don't have this font, you can use any font that is bold enough for this. So one thing I'm going to do, another thing I'm going to do, I'm going to reduce the line spacing. All right, so I think that's 10, right? Okay, so after this, just click on the text editing tool. So I'm going to move to shadow. Now I will enable the shadow. And what I'm going to do for the shadow, I'll just click the plus sign and pick a color that is I think light version of this whole purple stuff. All right, you can see it's kind of like shining a bit. All right, so I'm going to copy this the text for the logo. I'll use that for the description. I've already saved some of the text I needed to use so that I don't make the video too long. All right, so I'm going to paste this, hit OK, and just reduce it from there. Kind of like fit it. Make sure you follow the pattern of this layout template. All right, so that's if you want to edit the template directly. All right, so you can create a template from the beginning if you wish to. All right, but we are editing the template directly from here, especially if you're a beginner. This is going to be helpful for you. All right, I think it's quite okay. I'm just going to duplicate it again. And what next are we going to type? Our services, because that's where the services are. So what I was trying to say, if the services of your own design are not up to that, you can create a shape and cover what's there, but make sure you use a kind of like faint gradient so that it matches. All right, and then you can write out your own services. For this, I've already copied the services, so I'm going to paste all the services right there, and let me delete that first. So let's paste in the services cotton tool. All right, just hit OK. So obviously we're going to change the color to black. So first, let me just try to see. Let me change it to black so that it becomes visible. Let's try to increase the size a little bit. Now, if you are having challenge with increasing the price, the size from there, you can check out the size on the text editing tool. All right, I think 16 should be perfect because we want them to stand out. And then after that, let's make it bold. All right, awesome. Just hit OK. All right, so all this happening in text editing too. All right, so anytime you are trying to edit text, make sure you go to text editing too. So on the line spacing, I'm going to increase the line spacing a little bit, and you can see that that's fitted in perfectly. All right, so now we are done with the services. I would have locked a couple of things, but since the background is a picture, there are not too many elements there right now except the text and one of the shapes we have added. So what I'm going to add now, what am I going to do right now? All right, so let me just clean out these other aspects of it. All right, so okay, so let's just increase the line spacing, the spacing here. All right, not the line spacing. All right, okay, so that's what we're going to do. Let's position that correctly. Then after that, we'll copy that again. I'll just write my phone number. It's not going to be many lines, so all right, where is it? Okay, increase it. I will have to change the font to something else. We have been using almost the same fonts for most of the stuff we have there. All right, so I'm going to change the font to, I think, creator display is going to be nice. So let's use a creator display black, something big, so that it stands out too. All right, just so that if anyone needs, so I'm positioning it there because I will bring in a phone icon. If you don't know where to get, you can get from png.com, or just type on Google and then go to images and visit the sites where you can see them. All right, so I'll go to my own downloads and I'll pick this from there and then reduce it. All right, if you go to clean png and type phone icon or phone icon on Google, you are going to see a couple of them. So I'll just take it down a little bit. I think I may need to use relative size here. So go to object editing, to relative size 5%. I think 5% is even okay. All right, so just hit okay. Come down a little, just to move it because it's a bit small. Use position. Is that fine? Okay. Just move this a little bit. I think we are almost done. We're almost good here. Okay. All right, I'm going to write something else. I have something copied already, so I'll reduce the size of this. Reduce the size, yes. Let's double click it. You can see what I'm just positioning it just for my that's just my own creativity, just putting it there. So you can place your order with us and get the best services. Let me delete the rest, but that's going to be too long, so let's edit it. Everything is on the text editing, so let's edit it and clean up that part and then write today. What am I writing? What are they even suggesting for me? All right, today, and then all right, hit okay. Okay, I think that's fine. You can see that it's taking shape right now. Okay, so and now everything we are doing here won't take you too long a time, especially if you know what you're going to write already. All right, just get what you need to write, and that's going to be all. So I'm writing tested, and let's use normal and full, and just hit enter, trusted, and then hit OK, and then we're going to change the font and the color as well. All right, so let's first of all get a font on. So creator display is what we used, so I'm going to use the bold version of it. Hit OK. So if you don't have this one, you can download it. If you don't know how to download one, I have tutorials on this channel. So this channel is let me say almost all you need, right? All right, so let's So we are going to choose a font, main a color as related to white, but kind of related to the purple color you're using. So reduce the line spacing down, kind of like, all right, I think it's perfect. So let's change the size to 20 or so. Position it well. Just make sure it's at the middle of that tick. All right, that tick icon. So the next thing I'm going to copy the services. Reduce the size. Then after reducing the size, I'll position it there at that place. That's the space for it. Okay, reduce it. Okay. I have my address pinned already, so I'm going to paste it. Hit OK. Reduce the line spacing. You can see the line spacing is much actually, and the size I'm reducing it a little bit. And check the line spacing. Reduce the line spacing reasonably. Okay, and then I think we need to increase the size a little bit. But let's change the alignment first and increase the size a little bit. So after that, position it right at the middle so that it aligns very well. Alright, make sure you do that. I think we are 95% done with this. So the next thing we're going to do is I just get my Instagram. Okay, before that, let's just put the address. I think it's this other one. We have to copy the small one, the smallest one rather. Let's change the color to, okay, let's edit to address first. Then we're going to change the color. You can use white or the light shade of purple that we use. I think this is purple color, right? Alright, so it tilted, so we have to bring it back to 0. Change the color to, in fact, you need to reduce this. Just make sure it fits in well. So let's use the first color there. Alright, I hope you saw how I choose the plus sign, picks that color. So if you missed that, you can watch the tutorial again. Okay, now if you don't, like I've said, if you want to get these templates, check the description of the video. I'm going to link that video to it. Alright. Sorry. So the next thing we're going to do, let's just copy this. I'll change the color to, let's use that, although I think I'm liking that color. So the next thing, the line spacing is too much for me. But first, let me put in my, what's wrong with my voice? Let me put in my Instagram handle. Alright, so this is my Instagram username. So make sure you follow me on Instagram if you have not. You can check the channel. I think the links up there. Alright, we are reducing line spacing like I've said. So now if you're going to print this, please don't put it there. It's or it might cut off. Alright, so if they're going to print it, if it's social media stuff, you can use it. So let's, first of all, I think let's save it as project. Alright, save as project, click save as project first so that you can revisit it again. After that, we're going to save it as image. So make sure you hit the subscribe button. If you have not hit the subscribe button, hit it. And subscribe to the channel, turn on the notification bell, because the next video I'm going to upload will be on how to increase the quality of images. I think I have a video on that already, but there's a new platform that I want to share with you guys. Alright, as you are saving, save as ultra. Alright, I think you can use that always, except maybe in some cases that you may need specific dimensions. Let's check what we have. Wow, this is awesome. Now let's go to the gallery and have a view of it in gallery, check the quality and all of that. So because we save as ultra, it's going to come out, you can see it's going to come out ultra sharp because it's ultra actually. Alright, now you can see the text is quite sharp, or you can see the background is a little bit not too sharp, but let me increase it so that we'll see it. Alright, you can see even it's printed, it's going to come out well though. Alright, but how to increase the quality is next video. So subscribe, like, share. See you next time.